how'd you know Mr. Smith?
So I graduated through the auto mechanics program in 2000. So Mr. Smith was obviously the teacher of the auto body program, and I came through the auto mechanics program, so those classes mix and mingle a lot. So I didn't know him well, but I definitely knew him, and he was a great guy.
So what can you tell me about your car you brought here?
So this is a full tube chassis race car. The only thing that's original to, at one point in time, would have been a street car would be the roof and these rear panels. Everything else is all fiberglass. So it's a professionally made what's called a tube chassis drag car, a big tire car. So the tires on the back of it are 15 inches wide, 33 inches tall. It's a big block car, naturally aspirated, which means no nitrous, supercharger, turbocharger, anything like that. We make power the old-fashioned way. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right. Do you have any stories with the car since it's like a race car?
Yeah, I got a pretty good one. So about 4 years ago, right at the finish line, which at that time we were running half track, which is 8th mile. This car would do about 113 mile per hour in the 8th. So right at the finish line, I roll out of the throttle, it starts slowing down, and it breaks a tie rod in the front of the car. So the front left tire at 113 miles per hour goes like this. So the front end of the car comes off the ground, it yanks the steering wheel out of my hand, hurts my thumbs, and the car comes down with the tire sideways, and it's digging into the pavement, still well over 100 miles per hour, and it starts bunny hopping. So all 4 tires start coming off the ground. And I'm thinking, well, this isn't good. We're probably about to crash this thing. So the steering wheel's going crazy in it, my thumbs hurt, and I'm like, well, I don't want to grab that. The only thing I could possibly do is reach up by my head and grab the parachute lever. So I got a hold of that, luckily. While the car's bunny hopping, the parachute comes out, slows the car down, and somehow this thing didn't touch anything. It didn't touch a wall, didn't get the car in the other lane, nothing. And we finally slid to a stop, and I really thought I was gonna lose the whole car that day, but somehow we kept it out of the wall, and thank God for parachutes, I guess.
All right. I am here with another participant of the car show. Can you tell me what brought you here today?
Yes, we're here because Shawn Smith was a great friend. He used to do a lot of body work and paint on our Dodge Viper race team cars, and that's what brought us in. We were asked to attend again, and here we are.
Now, I overheard you talking about this yellow car. Can you tell me the story behind it?
Yeah, so we built this car for a customer of ours, and I can't disclose where he's from, but it was an older guy in his 80s plus, and he could no longer drive a stick shift car as much as he enjoyed the Viper. So he approached us about converting the car over to an automatic. So we worked some numbers on it, and we got to do the car for him. So basically we cut the frame rail out on the passenger side and moved it over to accommodate a 4L80E Chevrolet transmission. It's controlled by a fast controller in it, but it's an automatic Dodge Viper with 11,000 miles on it. You can drive it, drink a coffee. Try to do that in a Dodge Viper. It's not an easy thing to do.
All right. Now, is there any other fun stuff you'd like to talk about? Anything you'd like to mention about Mr. Smith or anything similar to that?
So I used to work with Mr. Smith, Shawn, over at Henshin's up the street here quite a few years ago. I believe I was about 18 years old. And he was a great guy, taught me quite a bit, much like many of the people that Shawn met or that have been a part of Shawn's life. It's been a real pleasure knowing him and working with him. As I grew up and got older, I started a business working on Vipers, and we did quite a bit of collision and paint work with Shawn on the cars. Shawn was a really stand-up guy and made a heck of a difference in a lot of people's lives, and continues to do so in his passing. He's a great guy. Shawn's a great guy. His family's great. His wife's great. His kids are great. I mean, just generally a great guy.
I am here with Mr. Fusion. He is one of the leaders at this car show event. Can you tell me who this is for?
This is for Mr. Shawn Smith. He was the auto body teacher here for 25 years.
Can you tell me you and Mr. Smith's relationship?
We're best friends. It's hard to even talk. We were best friends. That's all I can say. I miss him greatly.
Well, is there any special stories you'd like to share about him?
Well, I tell you what, he was awesome to work with. For all the years I worked with him, he was just completely awesome. We grew up together taken our kids on vacation together. We hung out in the summers. He painted my daughter's car. He painted my truck. I welded numerous things for him. We were tight, and it was pretty cool.
Mr. Smith was the auto body teacher back when I went to Alliance High School.
Can you tell me how you and Mr. Smith were?
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Smith, I took welding. My brother had taken auto body, and I got to know Mr. Smith, obviously. They were couple classrooms down from me, and really good guy, all about work. Can't say enough, just all around great individual.
Is there any special stories you like to share?
I was not in Mr. Smith's class, but, just hearing stories from my brother that was in his class, just that he was a great teacher, a great guy, great mentor, and he helped a lot of students at AHS to find really good jobs, and all around just good guy.
Shawn Smith taught auto body here at Alliance High School for 25 years. So he was a co-worker to me, but also a very good friend. And so Shawn was also a mentor to me in the times when I started here as a teacher. So he made a huge impact in my life, and he also made a huge impact in all the students that he taught.